Hey everybody, welcome to Living Well and Thriving. It is America's 250th, and we thought we would start our episode with something for veterans. So I have Sophia here, and she is an expert in veterans, and she's doing this every day. So thank you so much for being here with us. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So let's start with why veterans? What draws you to your passion for veterans?
Veterans are the ones that they have made that ultimate sacrifice socially, physically, and a lot of them kind of did it very quietly. And there are programs out there, and my goal is to let everyone know what programs are out there, how to help them access those programs, and just to guide them through the qualifications.
Awesome. So today we're talking about some benefits that a lot of families aren't even aware exist. So one of them is the VA CCN and aid in attendance. So let's start with VA CCN. What is it, and how do you qualify?
Okay. Great programs, and I've found that people have some knowledge of them, but not full and total knowledge. So hopefully I'll be able to clarify some stuff and, enlighten some people. So there are two programs that are very different, but they do work together and they do serve two different purposes. So the VA CCN program is specific for folks that are in their home, no matter where their home is. And what it does, it provides you with a caregiver that can come to the home and that can help with some of those things, the activities of daily living, things that we may struggle with or we just don't want to do it. Walking, bathing, dressing. It goes into also some social care, assistance with meal prep, assistance with laundry, simple things like stripping the bed that throws us off balance, and it becomes a little bit more difficult as we get older. Those are all things that the VA can help with in this VA CCN program. The other thing that they do is the VA program, the CCN program offers home modifications. It could be anything from a ramp, a handrail, all the way to a full bath remodel. A lot of people are not aware of that.
Awesome.
There's some transportation services that they have, and there is also some, you can access some of their specialists. So if you are on a wait list to see endocrinologists or neurologists or so forth, you can always go through the VA to maybe access some of those doctors a little quicker than you do in the community.
So the VA CCN, I know it's Community Care Network. So what is that? Who qualifies? And then aid in attendance, how is that different?
So the Community Care Network program that we're talking about is specific for veterans. Okay, aid in attendance we'll talk about in a little bit, and that's really for veterans and spouses, but this one is for veterans. The qualifications, just simply a veteran that has had an honorable discharge. There's no income qualifications, honorable discharge, a veteran, and that there are some needs of services. So the aid in attendance program is different, as in it's a benefit for veterans. For their spouses, there is an income requirement and there's also a need. And what they do is you go through the qualification process and you will have a stipend for the rest of your life. Now it is a process, it does take a little while. So start the process and it will be retro of date of application.
Okay.
So VA CCN, very easy to qualify for, okay? The process it's a process, it's not cumbersome. And once you get through, you partner with a home care company, very similar to BrightStar Care, okay? And all the billing is done directly from the VA to the provider. So BrightStar Care has a dedicated person that manages the billing. Veterans and their families don't need to worry about that. And we're providing the excellent care and services.
So how many hours are you usually seeing people get on a weekly basis?
That can really vary. I've seen folks with like 40 plus hours, and it really depends on the needs. And then we see some with 8. So it really is about this process of, enrolling in the program, meeting with the doctor, talking with the case manager. She'll ask about 18 questions, and really being forthright and honest and explaining to the case manager exactly what you're going through on a daily basis, because that need is going to trigger the hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So walk us through the process from start to finish. I know some people are registered in VA healthcare, and some people, never utilized it, aren't. So tell us what the process looks like.
Okay. As I said, it is a process. It is probably the first thing to do is just to give us a call, because we're going to help you through. It can be a little intimidating and it can be a little frustrating, and a lot of people will give up, but we're going to be right there helping you along the way. So the first phone call is to VA Healthcare to determine if you're enrolled. And if you're enrolled in the program, they will connect your name, date of birth, social security number with your DD-214. That's the best case scenario. You're in the system, and we move on to the next step. Okay? If you're not in the system, takes a little while. They have to connect that DD-214. There are some folks that you can fax it to, and when that connection is made, and then you move to the next step.
Okay.
The next step is to see a VA doctor, right? A VA physician. You only have to go once a year. You don't have to give up your other doctor. You can keep your other doctors, see this VA doctor just to be placed in the system, right? There's some options. You can do it in person. It can do a video conference, or just over the phone, virtual option. After that, you'll meet with a case manager, and she'll ask a bunch of questions, and you let her know kind of what's going on in the home and what you're going through. From that, you will be allotted the hours, and you will be given some options for some care companies that you would like to work with. They are very familiar with BrightStar. We work with them all the time. They know we have a fluidity in our process, and we can get started right away.
So how is BrightStar helping in the process? Where does BrightStar come in?
So in addition to helping someone through the whole enrollment process, we have our nurses that will go out and do an on-site assessment so we can take care of the clinical needs. We have our client relations manager that will go out and meet with the family, taking care of the psychosocial needs. And we take all that information back to our team, and we're matching caregivers. And we're matching personalities, we're matching skill, and we're matching location. We've been doing it for so long, and it's so fluid. There are different parts involved, but it all works together.
Yeah.
And our goal is to get the care that our veterans want and need, and also to provide it in the manner in which they want it.
Right.
That's important.
That's beautiful.
So
what's one thing that someone can do today if they think they can qualify?
Yeah, as I said, give us a call and let us help you through the process. It's just a phone call. I can tell you, I had a client that I worked with. I met them at Fort Belvoir Hospital, so that's where we start. It's not too early to start. It really is not. We met them at bedside, initiated the phone call, and it took some time. And they qualified for, I believe, like 20 hours. By the time they left the hospital to come home, there had been a decline. So we reached right back out to the VA. They were in the system, and we were able to extend those 20 hours to 80 hours.
Oh my gosh.
40 hours a week. And I cannot tell you the tremendous impact that made on that family, both physically, socially, and psychologically. And we continue to this day to keep in touch just to make sure that everything is smooth. And if we need to be a conduit between the VA and our clients, we can do that.
Right. What are some common mistakes or misconceptions about these benefits?
Great question, because there's a lot. The one that I hear more often, most often, is that folks are concerned that they're going to lose some of their benefits if they enroll in these different programs. Most importantly, the medication, right? But it's actually included in this program. These programs can be run concurrently, okay? One can be run through the state, one can be run through the benefits, one can be run through healthcare. You can have state benefits and you can have federal benefits. And that's why I implore you, if you have any questions, it's just a phone call. Reach out. We do this every day.
Right.
Where our role is to go out there and to be resources in the community. We take it seriously. And we want to be able to learn as much as we can so we can help our folks. You guys did it for us.
Yeah.
It's our turn to do it for you.
Wow, that was a lot of really awesome information, Sophia, and I'm sure there's so much more that you have to offer. So thank you so much for watching. If you know a veteran or if you are a veteran, first of all, thank you for your service. And just give us a call. It's just a simple conversation. We will come out and help figure it out with you. You don't have to figure these things out. And this is, absolutely a complimentary thing that we do. We have a team of people that truly are very passionate about this. So thank you so much for watching. Give us a call if you have any questions about veteran benefits. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.